Welcome everyone. We are back. Block A. I did not hit the mics. That's why I paused there for a second. But welcome everyone to Block A, to Week 6. We have 3 matches tonight. First, we have this match: Alex Worden versus Ryan Payne, and then we have Steve Mesa versus Richie Goodacre, and then following that, we have Jordan Owens taking on the debuting Joey Suba. So I am jam packed.
Busy night.
Yeah, real busy night, going back to back here. I even wrote backup questions for the final round so I could easily just put them in to start the next match pretty much right away. But
Nice.
guys, you're both here. Alex Worden, you suffered your first loss last week to Jordan Owens, so maybe no more pressure for the undefeated run. But Alex, how you feeling?
After that last match, I think I have nowhere to go but up. I think I said it at the time too, but that was probably the worst game I've played in CWT since I came back to CWT last year. I've got nowhere to go but up at that point. And tonight, facing off against Ryan, somebody I've faced in the Ironman division before, but not in a proper CWT match. Hopefully it'll give me the momentum to get back on track, but we'll see.
Yes, indeed. I believe you guys faced off for the Ironman title, if I'm correct, at one point.
Once, yeah.
Once,
Yeah,
yes. And who's here? The dude, Andrew Hayes, he's here. He says, holla if you hear me. Steve Mace's here. He says, hey, yo. We got Scott Steiner, Scott Hall references in the chat. But Ryan, you're looking to get, you played 2 matches back-to-back days last week. And, you're back here again against Alex. How are you feeling tonight, man?
Well, in a way, like Alex, I'm hoping the cards will work and will work for me this time. I mean, yeah, those back-to-back. Oh, I knocked over my mic. Thankfully, it's not working. But yeah, in those back-to-back matches, one of them I was able to churn out a victory, but then the following one, it was just probably one of my worst performances I've had. But even then, I may have not gotten those double digits like I wanted to, but I was still able to at least not feel like it wasn't like a total loss. But I'm looking just to rebound. I know at this point I'm not going to get to the top bracket, so I'm looking to at least edge myself somewhere into the middle to where I have a good standing.
Yes, indeed. There will be implications for these standings after the clash is over, so fight for every point you can get. Do not give up. But guys, we are going to turn on some music. We are going to start with round 1, because round 1 works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each, 2 questions each based on first round strengths given by both combatants. 1 final question with 4 possible answers and a random category will be asked with 1 point per correct answer. But first, we got to get in our bets for the people that are here. Guys, if you are here in the chat, who will win? Will it be Alex Worden? Will it be Ryan Payne? Or will it be a tie? Get your bets in and now. We will find out. Dude is already putting his loonies on the tie. As is tradition. But guys, we're going to start with round 1, question 1 in the category of Ryan's strengths. And Ryan, your strengths are finishers. And your first question is, what is the name of Chris Masters' submission finisher? Or, I guess, I don't know if he calls it the same as Chris Adonis, but Chris Masters for this situation. All right, looks like they are both in. Alex.
The Master Lock.
And Ryan.
Too bad it wasn't patent pending. The Master Lock.
The Master Lock, indeed. And we'll move on. Question number 2. We're going to be sticking with submission finishers for question 2. And your question is, what did Conan call his submission finisher in WCW?
Ooh.
Alex looks like he is in. Ryan is in. Ryan, what do you have?
If I recall, it's the Tequila Sunrise.
And Alex.
Not just a delicious drink. Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise is the correct answer. Steve got in the chat. Dude said the Conan lock. Sure. We are going to move on here to question 3, and that comes in the 2010s WrestleManias. And your question in 2010's WrestleManias is: at WrestleMania 27, John Morrison and Trish Stratus teamed with which celebrity in a 6-person tag? Dude, I tried a Moscow Mule for the first time 2 weeks ago. I thought it was trash.
I'm an Irish mule kind of guy, honestly.
I don't mind vodka. I just don't like ginger beer. It looks like these guys are both in. Alex, what do you have?
That would be Jersey Shore's own Nicole Snooki Polizzi.
All right, and Ryan?
Yeah, I don't remember her actual name. I just knew that they were just Snooki.
Snooki is the acceptable answer. Alex had a little bit of a flex there. 3-3 as we head into the next question.
I'm not sure if it was a flex, but I just didn't care to know her name.
Yeah, I mean,
I know it because my girlfriend at the time was obsessed with that show.
Oh, same was my roommate's girlfriend's.
Dude, it does sound like a me problem. You know, Moscow Mule's just not good. Either way, next question. Which non-wrestler did Shawn Michaels hit with the Sweet Chin Music at WrestleMania 29?
Oh.
I have tried a White Russian once. Not a fan of that either. Milk and vodka, just real weird.
I thought Bailey's was add-on to it for flavor.
I think the one time I had it, it was just milk and vodka, and I was like, this is bad. Probably would be a lot better with Bailey's.
Okay.
All right. Ryan, what did you put?
I really don't remember, so I just went with the punching bag of all WrestleManias. Pete Rose.
Pete Rose and Alex Worden.
If I didn't screw up the match order in my head, I'm pretty sure it was Paul Heyman.
It was indeed Paul Heyman because he was out there for 2 matches, but Triple H and Brock Lesnar came after Undertaker and CM Punk, and he was taken out with Sweet Chin Music.
That's what I was trying to remember.
I was, when I saw non-wrestler, I was thinking, oh, a celebrity guy.
But guys, we're going to move on to your 4-point question, and today's comes in the category of Batista. And your question is, who are the 4 wrestlers that Batista has defeated to win his 4 World Heavyweight Championships? So, the big gold, as we all know, the whole WCW title, but he has 4 reigns with that belt, and he defeated 4 different wrestlers for it. You guys will have more time with this. So. Hey. Three matches tonight. It's gonna be a long night for myself. Please get your hydrates in, as I don't want to lose my voice. Got some answers in the chat from Dude, answers in the chat from Steve.
Okay.
All right.
He's a body guy.
Yes, he is indeed a body guy, dude.
World.
Yeah, still got a few more seconds there. I haven't put the clock up yet.
Okay. Just struggling with time.
Damn it. That last one. Damn it. Oh, wait.
Ryan is in. We'll have to put the clock 15 seconds, Alex.
Just struggling with one of them because I just trying to put the time in my head. But the only other answer that makes sense.
Right.
All right.
All right. So, Alex, what do you have?
The two I'm sure on are Triple H and Booker T, and then the only other names I could think are the Great Khali and the Undertaker.
All right, and Ryan.
Oh no! Booker T makes a lot more sense now. I had Triple H. I know he feuded with Cena. I think he beat him for the title, and I have the Great Khali and Edge.
All right, so your correct answers are Triple H, Booker T, the Great Khali, and Chris Jericho was the final one. Chris Jericho.
I had foundation for Edge.
Oh, no. So, Alex, you got 3. Ryan, you got 2. 7-5 as we go into the round 2 in the strength round. And the strength round works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each. Each combatant will answer their own 4 strengths and their own 4 strength questions in the strength they've given. 4 total points available. Ryan, we will start with you in the category of ladder matches. And Ryan, your question is, which wrestler has competed in both of the one-on-one ladder matches in AEW?
I'm between 2 wrestlers. I'm just gonna say Sammy Guevara.
That is correct for a point. And your next question. Which tag team has won the most ladder wars in Ring of Honor?
Oh my god, that's another toss-up. Okay. I'm gonna say the Briscoes.
The Briscoes is correct. Move it on. Next question. I believe it was like the Young Bucks had 2 and the Briscoes had 3. So
Yeah, I was between them and the Young Bucks Briscoes, and for some reason I thought the Kingdom, but then I'm like, they don't. Cool.
And your next question. What did ECW call their version of a ladder match? They had a different name for it.
I'm immediately thinking of TNA before a second. Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. I'll just say Stairway to Heaven.
You were so close. It was Stairway to Hell.
Oh.
Oh, so close. Stairway to Hell. But we're gonna move on. Your final question. At WCW New Blood Rising 2000, 3 Count competed against the Young Dragons in a ladder match with what suspended above the ring?
Oh no!
I remember watching this match. It was so bad.
I erased everything 3 count. Oh god damn it! Oh, what was above the ring? Alright, it's not the hardcore title. That's a. Oh, maybe. Damn it. Now I'm thinking of those on a pole matches. Ugh.
I can tell you this was a ladder match.
Yes, no, I know that. It's just when I'm focusing on suspended above the ring, I'm starting to think of those on a pole matches or the Judy Bagwell forklift. Okay. I'm just gonna say a contract. Ugh.
That is incorrect. It was a gold record because their song had gotten gold status, and They were fighting over a gold record. This was their second ladder match. You would have been close on their first one because their first one had a recording contract.
Yeah.
But gonna move on 7-7. We're gonna go over to Alex's strengths, and that is in the WrestleManias in the 2000s. And your first one is, which wrestler represented Vince McMahon in the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23?
Umaga.
That is correct.
Or as William Regal would say, Umanga.
And your next question: who was the winner of the Cruiserweight Open at WrestleMania 20?
Oh, okay. Who walked out with the belt? There's an obvious answer and an answer stuck in my head. And I'm just going to go with Chavo Guerrero Jr.
That is correct. And your next question: who was the last person the Iron Sheik eliminated to win the Gimmick Battle Royal at WrestleMania 17?
Sergeant Slaughter.
That is incorrect. It was Hillbilly Jim.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Oh.
Hillbilly Jim. Moving on.
And
Your
then
final
Slaughter came in afterward and gave him the camel clutch. That's
Yeah.
what happened with him.
and your final
He
question:
wasn't going over that top rope.
which group had taken out Nathan Jones before he was supposed to team with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 19, causing his match to be a handicap match?
Group. Shit. Okay, shit. Oh, wait, no. Has to be the FBI.
The FBI is correct, bringing you up to 10 points. 10-7 as we head into the battle zone. The battle zone, it works like this. 1 point per correct answer. One question with at least 10 possible answers will be asked. Each combatant will take turns answering until they have 5 guesses each. 5 points available per combatant. And guys, today's battle zone will come in the category of Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And your question
this will be fun.
is: other than the two winners, Randy Orton and Damian Sandow, who are 10 of the other wrestlers that competed in the Money in the Bank ladder matches at Money in the Bank 2013? So, other than the two winners, who are 10 of the others that competed? You're going to start with you, Ryan.
Well, let's get the roadster out of the way. Cody Rhodes.
Okay. And Alex?
Curtis Axel.
And Ryan?
I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston.
Alex?
CM Punk.
Ryan?
2013. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, WrestleMania 20 something. Not like. I think he was in the Raw one. I'm gonna go with The Miz.
Alex?
Go with Wade Barrett.
Ryan?
Let me see. Yeah, the Raw and SmackDown ones really start blending together. I believe he was still at the company. I'm gonna say John Morrison.
Alex?
This is where it starts to get in the weeds. A lot of mid-card guys. For some reason, Ryback is coming into my head.
And Ryan, your last one.
For some reason, when Alex said Wade Barrett, I started thinking if this was either the time when he had his stable before or if it was by himself. So I'm gonna go with no, actually, I'm gonna change that. Never mind. I stopped myself. 2013. I'm gonna say No, he wasn't with that guy. Damn it! I'm just gonna say Heath Slater.
And Alex finishes off.
Only other name I can think of is Sheamus.
All right. Your correct answers are Sheamus, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Rob Van Dam, Christian, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, Cody Rhodes, Fandango, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett. So, Alex, you got 3. Ryan, you got 1. 13-8 as we head into the final round. What do we got in the chat? Joey Suba, who's debuting later, says the Sandown Money in the Bank was great because I think it was all heels. Yes, I think it was all heels. I think you're correct there.
No wonder.
Yeah, because they weren't doing Raw and SmackDown at the time, I don't think. I think it was a WWE title Money in the Bank and a World title Money in the Bank because the rosters were mixed at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude has said he likes this one a lot. It's memorable. It's super memorable. Dude, I believe we were both at this show. It was one of those 2 shows we were both at, if I remember correctly. But yes, we're going to move on to the final round. Oh, you weren't at that one. Okay. And the final round works like this. Each combatant will pick 3 numbers, starting with the lowest score. They'll be assigned 3 questions based on the number they've chosen. Combatants with the least amount of points will start the round until they take the lead. There is no knockouts, and the game will continue until all questions are asked, even if winner is declared. So if you guys are ready, Ryan, I need 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
Well, I'll go with today's date, 11 and 10.
Okay.
And then... I rolled a 15.
Okay. And Alex.
Give me a Kirby pucket and multiply it. 3, 4, 12.
I never wrote it down just to be sure because I feel like someday you might mess with me and change it. So, but we are going to start with you, Ryan. Your first number was 11, and that corresponds to our sponsor at strictlyfortheculture.ca. They are black-owned, independently operated, offering free shipping to all orders mailed in Canada and the United States. You have chosen our special category of Black Excellence, and your question is:
Okay.
which person currently signed to NXT did Devon defeat to win his first TNA Television Championship?
Wait, what category is this?
Black Excellence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So which person currently signed to NXT did Devon defeat to win his first TNA Television Championship?
Oh, yeah, that's when there was the Legends title, then World title, then renamed Television title. Okay, was it Robbie E?
Robbie E is correct.
Ooh.
Mr. Currently in NXT is Robert Stone.
Yep.
Good job there. 1 second. All right. So your second question is number 10, which corresponds to NXT. Your question in NXT is: which main roster wrestler teamed with the Lash Legend to take on Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons at NXT Spring Breakin'?
Oh, god damn it. 2.0. Fucking hell. Ugh. Well, it means not 2.0 anymore, but oh, man. NXT main roster wrestler. Okay. Cora Jade Lyons. Before Cora turned. I'm gonna go with Natalia.
That is correct for 3 points, giving you the lead.
Nice one.
As we move back to Alex for your first question. And you chose number 3, which is women's wrestling. And your question is: which wrestler has the shortest single reign with the Raw Women's Championship?
I mean, there's only one name springing to mind, and that is Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair is correct. It was her 1-day reign when she won the title, and then Nikki ASH cashed in at her the next night on Raw for one day.
That's right.
Yep.
That is right. Yeah.
16-14 as we go back to Ryan for Ryan's final question, and his number 15, which corresponds to Impact Wrestling. And
Big
Ryan,
money, big money, big money.
your question is, who was the first wrestler that Kazarian held the TNA/Impact Tag Team Championships with?
This one feels so easy. First wrestler. Oh. I'm kind of at a road here, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. I'm just gonna say Christopher Daniels.
That is incorrect. Christopher Daniels was reign 2 and 3, but reign number 1 was Eric Young, or Super Eric.
Okay, I was
Super
focused on
Eric.
Team Canada, Eric.
Yeah. So Alex, you will win this match currently with a score of 16-14. But Alex, you still have 2 more questions, and your question 4, number 4 you chose, corresponds to the Attitude Era. Your question is, what type of match was the main event of Rock Bottom in your house?
Oh, wait. That was a Buried Alive match.
It was a Buried Alive match.
Because it was Taker and Stone Cold in the main event because of that stipulation.
Yep.
Even though it was named after The Rock.
Right? But, so you have 19 points. We're going to move on to your final question, number 12, and it's in factions and tag teams.
Okay.
The question is, which team did the Viking Raiders defeat to win their first and only Raw Tag Team Championships?
Okay. Thinking this through.
You should reread that question, dude, in the chat.
I might just be getting confused because of the timeline here, but I know they had a really long-term feud with this team. I'm thinking the belts changed hands between them at least once. I'm going to say the Street Profits.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler of the Dirty Dogs.
Oh, damn it.
The Dirty Dogs, but for the final score of 19-14. Alex, you're putting up your biggest week this week. 2 points with the bonus. 20, giving you 21, launching yourself back up in the block standings. Ryan, you'll get 14 in the loss, which, still keeping you probably middle of the pack in the standings. You're consistently scoring between like 12 to 15, so there's nothing wrong with that.
But, given the number of guys in here and the points they scored, I've set myself a good average, but I want to try to hit higher than that.
Yes, indeed. But so, Alex, you will win this match. What are your thoughts on tonight as I go and give people their loonies?
Well, first off, please tell me nobody went too crazy with the bets tonight. I know the last few have been kind of crazy, but...
Not at all. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, okay. No worries. No, this is the competitive match I thought it would be. Just like when we faced off for the Iron Man title, Ryan and I are kind of on par when it comes to knowledge of most subjects in wrestling. It's just those extra little bits to focus on that will get you the edge, and happened to be my night to have the edge tonight. We're going into the break week, so now I can kind of take the pressure off myself But all I can say right now is I hope I can keep up this momentum with another few high-scoring matches. And just for the tiebreaker math to work, I need Michael to beat JPO. Because right now that would give us a circle of defeats between us, and whoever has the highest points wins the block. So please tell me Michael beats JPO, or they're playing later and I can root for him.
I mean, we'll have to wait and find out. That match, I believe, is later in the tournament. I can't remember when. I'm doing stuff right now. I'm too lazy to look. But
No
Ryan, you still scored 14 points. But what are your thoughts on tonight's match?
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with Jordan. Well, I mean, oh my God, Jordan's name's been thrown out so much here. I almost felt like I was playing him again. I don't know, but I'm agreeing with Alex. We both have like good knowledge that's on par. Sometimes it'll just fall down to, in my case, just on the slight memory recall, because I'm already thinking back of during the battle zone, and for that De Batista question, like. If I had thought a little harder on those questions or stuck with my gut more, I mean, this could have been a closer match, but even then, it was still within like a good point region. But yeah, my performance, it goes up and down here. I'm hoping for one day to get to aim for that perfect match, but until that time happens, I'll be okay by still maintaining to get above double points.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see if you can do that next week, because you will be taking on the aforementioned Michael Turner next week, Ryan. And Alex, you'll be taking on the debuting in just a little bit, Joey Suba.
All right.
But guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned, because in just a couple minutes, we'll be going live with Richie Goodacre against Steve Mesa in Block B action. So stay tuned for that. Thank you to both these guys. Yes.
Before I go, once again, just got to remind everybody, whether you've had a good, bad, or somewhere in between day, DFTB, ABAMF. Don't forget to be a badass motherfucker.
Yes, don't indeed forget that. Stay tuned for your standings update, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. So stay here, go get a drink, go get something to eat, come back, and we will have Richie and Steve in here for the next match. Thank you guys for being here. Stay tuned for the standings updates. Richie, how are you doing tonight,
Yeah,
man?
man, doing pretty well.
I had my mic muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all good. No, well, I heard you. So, but yeah, doing pretty well. It came off a big win against Noah, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, like Steve's no slouch in this arena though, so I'm looking forward to a competitive match, and coming down to the wire as a lot of my matches are. So this should be fun.
Yes, indeed. And Steve, you know, you've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but you're looking to get back in that W column today and put up some points. How are you doing tonight, Steve?
I'm doing okay, you know. I'm just here to have fun. It's nice to win, but I'm more of an efficient the movie trivia player than I am a wrestling trivia player. I just feel like I've kind of been lucky getting those first 3 wins, in my opinion. You know, last two kind of really show where my lack of strength in wrestling lies. Impact. Um, but yeah, I'm here to have fun, and you know, looking forward to trying to see you get some win. I'm gonna just keep my you know, expectation as low as bottom to the ground, and just see if I can get at least more than 10 points today.
Yes, hopefully that does happen. Hopefully we have a good match today. We love those good matches. But guys, we're going to be starting with round one. Round one works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each. 2 questions each based on the first round strengths given by both combatants. One final question with 4 possible answers in 1 random category will be asked with 1 point per correct answer. 8 total points available. For those of you that stuck around, we are going to go ahead and we're going to throw up another prediction. Because who will win today? Will it be Richie, Steve, or a tie? Get your predictions in now, everyone that is still here. But guys, we are going to start with question number 1. Comes in Wrestle Kingdom 9 to now. And your first question is, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho wrestled for which championship at Wrestle Kingdom 12? All right, Richie, looks like you're good. Richie, what do you have?
I just said the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
And Steve.
The IWGP United States title.
The United States title is the correct answer.
Oh, damn it.
So you move on to question 2.
Damn it.
And your question is, who did Kenny Omega defeat to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom 9?
All Kenny Omega, huh? Love it.
Yes. Richie, are you good?
Yeah.
All right, Steve, what do you got?
It's the funky weapon Ryusu Taguchi.
And Richie.
Yeah, you've caught me in my weakness, which is New Japan. I said AJ Styles.
Yes, indeed, it is Taguchi is the correct answer. But we're going to move on to your strengths, Richie, and yours are in the category of The Rock. And your question is, in which type of match did The Rock lose the championship in his final reign as Intercontinental Champion? So the last time he held the Intercontinental title, what type of match did he lose it in? Dude answered Glacier or Yokozuna for that last question. Richie, what do you got?
I believe it was the ladder match.
And Steve?
Ladder match.
Ladder match is correct. And your next question in The Rock is, Which multi-time world champion did The Rock defeat to become the #1 contender to the Undisputed Championship on the first episode of SmackDown in 2002?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
That was not in my research.
Oh.
He earned his shot to take on Chris Jericho at the Royal Rumble by winning this match.
Oh wait, yeah. I'll still say it.
All right, looks like they're both in. Steve
Big Show.
and Richie.
I said Kurt Angle.
That is both incorrect. We're looking for Booker T.
Okay.
Booker
Yeah.
T. But guys, we're going to move on to the 4-point question. And your today's 4-point question comes in the category of Roman Reigns.
A big
Your
dog.
question in the category of the Tribal Chief. Who are the 4 wrestlers that Roman Reigns has defeated to win his 4 WWE championships? So, just keep in mind, not the Universal, the WWE. Also remember, not necessarily. You just need the person he either defeated to win the title or was the champion going into a multi-man match, if applicable.
I know.
The big dog doo-doo.
Dude,
Doo-doo. The big dog doo-doo.
dude in the chat looking for the 4-piece McNugget for this. That is the kids' meal size for those people watching at home.
Oh man.
Sometimes when I'm feeling like nuggets and a burger, I will get a kids' meal on the side so I can just have 4 nuggets with my burger. And get a toy.
That's the main thing, a toy.
Right? Sometimes they're really cool, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna kick myself on this. Yeah. Anyway.
Alright. I'm gonna go with it. Alright.
Alright,
That's it.
looks like you guys are good. Richie, are you good as well?
Yeah.
Alright, Richie, what do you have?
All right. I only have one for sure. I said Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, The Fiend, and AJ Styles.
Alright, and Steve.
Brock Lesnar, Sheamus, Triple H, and Seth Rollins.
Okay, so your correct answers are Sheamus, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and then it just says who he defeated for his 4 W championships. The last one was Dean Ambrose in the tournament final of the Survivor Series 2015.
Good
So
show.
Steve, you got
Yeah.
3. Richie, you got 1. 6-2 as we head into the strength round. And Richie, we're going to start with you in round 2. Round 2 works like this. 4 questions worth 1 point each. Each combatant will answer their own 4 questions based on the strength given for 4 total points available. And Richie, your questions come in the category of the AEW Women's Division. First question. What was the name of the special episode of Dynamite where Thunder Rosa won the AEW Women's Championship in a steel cage in the main event?
I don't think it's the right one, but I can't think of it. I'll just say. St. Patrick's Day Slam. I don't know.
That is correct. Good job, Richie.
That's correct. Oh.
Yep. And your next question. Who did Ruby Soho defeat in the semifinals of the Owen Hart Cup?
Yeah. Chris Statlander.
That is also correct. And your next question. Who challenged Hikaru Shida for the AW Women's Championship on night 1 of Fighter Fest 2020?
Good question. Oh. Nala Rose.
That is incorrect. You're looking for Penelope Ford.
Okay.
And your final question. Allie defeated which other AW women's wrestler on the pre-show of Fighter Fest 2019?
Sounds like wrestler. Can't remember that far back. Brandy Rhodes.
That is incorrect. I don't know if she wrestles much anymore, but it was Blue Pants, Leva Bates.
Oh, I was literally about to say that.
My good friend Eva Bates.
Yes.
I was about to say that.
So Richie, you picked up 2 points. We're going to move on to Steve, and your category is NXT TakeOver main events. And Steve, your first question. Which move did Samoa Joe use to defeat Finn Balor at TakeOver at the end?
Super Muscle Buster.
You added on the super part, and that is correct. And your next question. What was the first stipulation used for a Gargano versus Ciampa main event on the TakeOver card? So they had lots of main events, but what was the stipulation they wrestled the first time in the main event?
Unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned is correct. Your next question is... What was the first main event to happen at a TakeOver event in the Capitol Wrestling Center? So when they left Full Sail, what was the first one they did?
Capitol Wrestling Center.
That's like the new one with like the fences around. The one they wrestled, the one they are in now.
All right, I'm thinking. All right. The one with the cage, with the Capitol Wrestling Center. You see?
Yeah, like when they left Full Sail.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So would it? If I ask a question, would this be post? Would this be one or one of many after the pandemic?
Well, it depends on when you think the pandemic ended, but it was they still were doing, I believe, events in Full Sail during the pandemic, but it would have been
All right.
yeah, they changed over like while it was still kind of going on. And they did multiple events in this new place.
I'm gonna just for Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly.
That is correct.
Yes.
How the hell? No, I'm not looking at you. Got it right.
No. Because the thing of it is, you had all the ones that were starting when the pandemic started. They still were filming, and I'm trying to find the difference. Where
I know what you mean.
it stopped. You know.
Yeah, I believe the last one would have been in your house.
No, actually, the last one was Keith Lee. I believe Keith Lee versus Karrion
Oh
Kross.
yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. And your final question. In how many main events of TakeOver did Finn Balor portray the demon character?
Okay. Okay. 4.
4 is the correct answer, bringing you up to 10 points. 10 to 4. We're going to head into the battle zone. In the battle zone, it works like this. 1 point per correct answer. 1 question with at least 10 possible answers. Each combatant will take turns answering until they each have 5 guesses for a total of 4 points. 4 points and 5 points available for each combatant. Today's battle zone comes in the category of Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
And your category is... who are the 10 wrestlers that Brock Lesnar has defeated in a match to win a world championship in any wrestling promotion. Wrestling promotion. Do not give me Brandy Couture, please. So we're gonna start with you, Richie. What do you got?
The Rock.
Steve.
Big Show.
Richie.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
You bastard.
And Steve.
Now, win a world championship. What if it was a multi-man match?
The champion going in.
Champion going in. Bobby Lashley.
Richie.
Big E.
Steve.
Goldberg.
Richie.
Kurt Angle.
Steve.
With Seth Rollins.
And Richie, your final one.
Kofi Kingston.
And Steve, you're finished off.
John Cena.
All right. So your correct answers are The Rock, Kurt Angle, John Cena, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Goldberg, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and Kazuyuki Fujita. It was not Shinsuke Nakamura that he defeated. But so you both got 4.
Oh.
Yeah, you said Big Show. Big Show was not one of them.
No, I said Rock, Lashley, Goldberg.
He said Rock first.
Oh.
Yeah, you said Big Show.
Yeah, I said
Big Show.
You
Big
said
Show
Big
was
Show.
one. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you said Big Show.
Yeah, you
So
said
yeah,
Big
you
Show.
got Big Show wrong. Richie got Shinsuke wrong.
All right. All right.
So
Fair enough. That's all.
14-8 as we head into the final round. And the final round works like this. Each combatant will pick 3 numbers, starting with the lowest score. They will be assigned the 3 questions based on the number they've chosen. Combatant with the least amount of points will start the round until they take the lead. There's no knockouts in the game. Will continue all questions are asked, even when it's declared. Overtime, 3 points per correct answer, 2 bonus points for the victory, and 1 point for a tie, which is possible as we currently have a 6-point swing. So, Richie, I need 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
10.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
And 20.
And Steve.
Give me right back. I gotta look up my numbers. He's still too low.
Hello, Travis. Welcome to the chat. You missed earlier. Alex Worden defeated Brian Payne. We currently have 14-8 in favor of Steve going into the final round.
All right. Well, let me go with 13.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Let me go with. Let's go with. What do we go with? 15.
Okay. So, Richie, we're going to start with you, and you chose number 10. And number 10 corresponds to in which year? And your question, Richie. In which year did The Undertaker defeat Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship the first time?
So one of these two. 991.
That is correct. For 3 points, bringing you up to 11. You have one more question, or your next question, sorry. Number 4, which corresponds to Lucha Libre. And your question. Mr. Aguila, who challenged for the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 14, would later win the title under which other name?
Is it S.A. Rios?
S.A. Rios is correct. So, tie, bringing you up to a tie game. But Richie, we're going to move on to your final question. You chose number 20, and that corresponds to the 1980s. So, Richie, your final question. Demolition teamed with which WWE Hall of Famer to take on the Twin Towers and Andre the Giant at WrestleMania or at SummerSlam 1989? SummerSlam.
Okay. Oh man. Oh.
I was going to say, Travis, that person has already been in the description. Come on, man.
Ultimate Warrior.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But Richie, you can still go for the tie. We'll have to see how Steve does in his 3 questions. And Steve, your first question comes in the category of number 13, which is NXT.
Okay.
Your question is...
I'm done.
Who were the NXT Tag Team Champions going into a very Gargano Christmas in 2020?
Imperium?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But Steve, you still have 2 more questions, and your next question is number 8. Comes in the category of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
And your question:
Hey, it could be hit or miss here.
how many times did Vader hold the IWGP Championship?
That's a good question. This could be a hit or a miss. Hey, let me guess. Dude has this as a tie, right?
No. He
Not even in the building?
watch. The one time we get a tie, dude will not put his money on tie.
I don't mind getting it. When in doubt, I'm going to go with 3.
3 is the correct answer. So, Steve, you will get the win, but you still have one more question, Steve. And your final question of the game for 3 more points comes in the category of WCW.
All right.
And your question is, Rick Steiner defeated Sting in which type of match at the 1999 Great American Bash?
I'm gonna go with just to end it all, dog collar match.
That is incorrect. It was a Falls Count Anywhere, but dogs
No.
were involved. It was the one where Rick Steiner led him out back, and he had a dogs attack Sting. One of the worst things I've ever seen. But with a final score of what?
No, I say, is it worse than the kennel match?
The kennel-
It might be close, honestly.
Really?
But
That's pretty
guys,
bad.
with a final score of 17-14 and picking up 2 bonus points for the W, getting 19 on the week, it'll be Steve Mesa. You know, getting back in that win column. You know, Richie, you put up a good fight. It did come down to the wire there. Steve did pull out the Vader reins. But Steve, you know, you're back in the win column, 19 points. That should help you get closer to reaching Paul Mead. But Steve, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it gets me closer to Paul Mead, which I believe is my opponent next week, from what I've heard. And he's a very tough opponent. He's undefeated, and it's gonna take a lot of WCW knowledge for me to try to, you know, get one on him, hopefully. And maybe it's a sweet spot there. He doesn't know a lot about Takeover and New Japan. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep my expectation as low to the ground as possible. But I hope, just there's a sliver of hope, that I become Paul Mead's first loss in the Clash of the Combatants, and I believe his first loss in CWT too.
He lost to Noah Foster, and then he lost to someone in the first round of the Iron Man World Contenders Tournament. I can't remember who.
Oh, that would be his first loss in Clash of the Combatants.
Yes.
But again, expectations as low as possible. I'm hoping to at least get more points than I did today, maybe the same, and hopefully we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to this match against Paul, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed. And Richie, you still put up 14 points added to your total. But Richie, how are you feeling after this match?
Yeah, look, it sometimes just comes down to the numbers, and yeah, like this Mace's biggest strength are NXT, and New Japan. I mean, although they're pretty tough questions. But yeah, like I felt it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know my New Japan very well, so yeah, it's like that. I was at I was going in at sort of a deficit, but yeah, like, I'm glad. I always sort of like make it close by getting most of the last 3 questions right. Yeah, so. But yeah, no, this is a good game, and I'm looking for. I'm still, my goal was to do better than last year, and I already achieved that. So I'm still looking forward to moving forward, and I've still got a decent amount of points on the board. As long as I get more than 10, I think I'm fine. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to keep going, and congrats, Steve.
Yes, indeed. So, yes, Steve, you'll be taking on Paul Mead next week, and Richie, you'll be taking on the guy in the chat, Andrew the Dude Hayes, next week. Or in 2 weeks. We're taking a week off next week, but it is a break week as we are between week 6 and 7. But guys, thank you for being here. Stay tuned for the standing updates. And as I said earlier, go get yourself a drink, go get yourself a snack, and we will be back in just a couple minutes with Jordan Pierce Owens taking on the debuting Joey Suba. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Nod your head if I am in the backstage. I am. Look at that. So stay tuned for that, and that'll be going live in just a few minutes, but stay tuned for the standings updates. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. We have two more competitors here for a third and final match of the evening. Guys.
He's a body guy.
Yes, he is a body guy, dude. I don't know who we're referencing right now, but dude redeemed.
Me.
He's a body
Me.
guy. Jordan Owens, known body guy. Big
Thank
body
you.
guy. You love the body guys. But,
Yeah, man.
there you are. Okay. The guys, welcome in. Jordan, as you said earlier to me in the chat, you have a 5-match win streak currently. You were leader of the block at the end of week 5, and you're looking to keep that up as we go into our next break before week 7. Jordan, how are you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You know, it's not the opponent I thought I was going to have. RIP, we will miss him. Cass, I know you'll miss him. But, you know, things change. Cards have to change. So we roll with it. And I'm ready for you, Joey. I just met you. I like you, so it's not personal. It's business.
Yes, indeed. And Joey, you're making your Clash debut. You will take over 73 points that were scored previously to your totals, what you'll be starting out at, and you'll see what you can add on to that total. But Joey, welcome to the Clash. Welcome to CWT. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me. Like I was saying before, this is something we were doing the height of the pandemic. We were doing a weekly show every Friday night. We were hosting with a bunch of my buddies. So I'm really, I've been kind of longing for something like this. So I'm really pumped and excited to be in this. I'm very nervous, but once the questions start, I'll probably ease up a little bit and hopefully they kind of fall my way.
Yes, indeed. And we will work you in because round 1 is ready to start. Because round 1 works like this: 4 questions worth 1 point each, 2 questions each based on the first round strength given by both combatants. One final question with 4 possible answers in a random category will be asked with 1 point per correct answer for 8 total points available. And we're going to start with Joey's strengths, and they come in the category of WWE pay-per-views in Chicago. And your question is, how many times has the Chicago area hosted a WrestleMania event? Because you know it gets tricky with like the Chicago area like sayings. It's all Chicago, I guess. You live there. Tell me. I don't know. But yes, the Chicago area. How many times have they hosted a WrestleMania? Jordan, are you good?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, Jordan, what do you got?
When in doubt, the rule of 3.
And Joey.
3.
3 is the correct answer. Good job, Shapio.
Whoa.
It works again. It worked for Steve in the last match. Works for you. Yes, WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 13, and 22. And your second question in Chicago WWE pay-per-views. Which wrestler won the WWE Championship in the main event of Night of Champions 2010? Steve is back in the chat. The dude is still here in the chat. The dude's hanging on. He's Iron Manning watching all 3 of these matches tonight. Looks like these guys are both in. Joey, what do you got?
Randy Orton.
And Jordan.
I said Punk.
So Randy Orton is the correct answer. As we are going to move on to Jordan's strengths. And Jordan, your strengths come in the category of aliases. And your question. When EC3 competed on the original NXT game show, he went by which name? We're quick to the boards. Jordan was on there quick. It's finishing up. And Jordan, what do you got?
Derek Bateman.
And Joey.
Derek Payne.
Derek Bateman is the correct answer. Moving on. Question 2 in aliases. When Johnny Devine was a part of Raven's group Serotonin in TNA, which name did he use?
I swear to God, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, he's going to ask this at one point, and I should double check, and I never did.
I was going back and forth between which member I wanted to ask about.
It's because I saw, well, I guess I could say Michael Shane, and I was like, oh yeah, I should look, and I never did.
I'm good.
Got some answers in the chat. Travis is still here. Welcome, Travis. All right, Joey, what do you got?
I don't have anything. It's not going to come to me, so I'll just
All
pass.
right, Jordan.
I'm hoping the other one's Martyr. He's Havoc.
Havoc is the correct answer.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's like I knew if I like put that, you might be chuckling back and forth like, oh, which guy was which?
It is.
'Cause-
No, I remember I saw it was on Pluto's. I saw Michael Shane. I'm like, I should double check which one it was, and I never did, but luckily I had it.
But gonna move on. Your question comes in the category of WWF stables. And your question is 4 points question, 1 point per correct answer here. Looking for 4 names. Who are the names of the 4 members of the Disciples of Apocalypse that competed as a team in 97 to 98? Probably the quickest 4 point I've ever seen. But Jordan, what do you got?
Skull, Chains, 8-Ball, Crush.
Okay, and Joey?
Crush, Chains, 8-Ball, and Skull.
All right, 4 for 4 there. Crush, Chains, 8-Ball, and Skull is all of the correct answers, and we have a tie game, 7 to 7, as we head on to the strength round 2. And round 2 works like this: 4 questions worth 1 point each. Each combatant will answer their own 4 questions based on the strength given for 4 total points available. And Jordan, because you're on the top of the screen, we're going to start with you, and your questions come in the category of wrestlers and movies. Oh, I didn't put up the prediction. You're right, dude. So we still have a tie game, so it's kind of like it's cool.
Still even, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just pretend we didn't. I didn't do the one for the last one. Steve won. Complete prediction.
My money's on Steve. Give me them loonies.
Steve was the winner, and we're gonna start a new prediction. Who will win? Will it be JPO? Will it be Joey? Or will it be a tie? Everyone loves a good tie. All right, people in the chat, get your loonies in. But Jordan, your first question in wrestlers and movies is: which Christmas movie features The Miz and Paige as main characters?
Christmas Bounty?
I might have to check that just in case they were in 2 movies.
That could be a separate Miz movie. It could be wrong. Yeah, it's something helper.
That one does not have Paige in it. We were looking for Santa's Little Helper.
Once I said it, I was like, wrong Miz Christmas.
Yeah, I'm glad I also included Paige, or else there would have been, some confusion. But we're gonna move on to your second question, Jordan. Which former WCW World Heavyweight Champion makes an appearance in Muppets in Space?
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan is correct.
Okay.
And
I feel like, Goldberg's in the Looney Tunes movie. I'm like...
sticking with the Muppets, which former champion in the WWE is in Muppets Most Wanted?
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle is the correct answer. We're going to move on to your final question in wrestlers and movies, and that question is: in Avengers of Justice Farce Wars, Shawn Michaels plays a parody of which Star Wars character?
Yoda.
Yoda is the correct answer, bringing you up to 10 points.
I sat through that movie for Shawn. I bought it too, I think.
And what was his name, Jordan?
Master Yoga.
Yes, Master Yoga. But we're going to move on here to Joey's strength, and yours come in the category of real names.
Nice.
And your question: which wrestler did CM Punk name drop by their real name for being a good ass kisser during the infamous pipe bomb promo?
Was it The Rock?
The Rock is the correct answer. He said he's not as good as an ass kicker as Dwayne. So tried to change it up on here, so it's just straight up like, who is this person?
Yeah, I didn't know how you're going to do this, but...
Yeah. But your next question. Austin Jenkins is better known as which current AEW wrestler?
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, a baby, is correct. And your next question. What was the first WrestleMania in which both competitors in the main event used their real names?
WrestleMania 19.
That is correct, bringing you up to 10. Your next and final question. Which wrestler from the New Generation era has the real name of Tony Norris?
Oh man. New Generation. Oof. I can't think of any way, so I'll just go with Bart Gunn.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Ahmed Johnson. Yes,
It is Ahmed.
Johnson. Ahmed Johnson. But so we have a tie game still, 10-10.
Ooh.
To go into the battle zone. In the battle zone, guys, it works like this: 1 point per correct answer. 1 question with at least 10 possible answers will be asked. Each combatant will take turns answering until they have 5 guesses each. 5 total points will be available per combatant. And guys, your question today comes in the category of Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
And your question: who are the 10 wrestlers that Shawn Michaels has defended a world championship against on pay-per-view during any of his reigns with a world title? So he doesn't have to successfully defend it, just defend it on pay-per-view against them. So Jordan, again, you're on the top of the screen, so we will start with you.
Undertaker.
And Joey.
Triple H.
JPO.
Mankind.
Joey.
Vader.
Nice one.
JPO.
Ken Shamrock.
Joey.
Oh, Sid.
JPO.
Farouk.
Joey.
Oh, Stone Cold.
JPO.
I don't have it. British Bulldog.
Okay, and Joey, your final one.
Let's go Owen. I can't remember.
All right. So your correct answers are Diesel, the British Bulldog, Vader, Mankind, Sid, Ken Shamrock, Undertaker, Steve Austin, Triple H, and then on a, I believe it might have been the first ever internet exclusive pay-per-view in the history of probably wrestling, Goldust was the final one. So you both got 4. We still have a tie game, 14-14, as we head into the final round. So guys, I need, starting with Jordan again, 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
2-3-19. 2-3-19.
And Joey.
5-1-7.
Okay. So JPO, your first question is number 2, which comes in the category of one of our new categories here, named in favor of a latest meme in the games, body guys and gals.
Huh. Okay.
And your first question is, who did Lex Luger defeat to win his final WCW championship?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan is correct.
He's a body guy.
Thank you to whoever played that. Thank you to Dude for redeeming Body Guy just for that question. That is correct, bringing you up to 17 points as we go over to Joey. And your first question is number 5, which today corresponds to Ring of Honor. And your question: when Christopher Daniels and Kazarian teamed as just the 2 of them in ROH, they used what as their tag team name when it was just the 2 of them?
Oh my god, I know this. Bad Influence?
Bad Influence was their TNA name. In
Oh,
ROH, they were
Addiction?
The Addiction. Yes,
The
The
Addiction.
Addiction. So you're still close there, but you still
I
have
couldn't.
two.
I know they're not the Acclaimed because obviously the Acclaimed are the
Yeah.
Acclaimed, but that's the only name I could think of. And then,
Yeah, I could only. That's why I put the two of them, because technically you could have said SoCal Uncensored if I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
That's scissor me, Joey.
Yeah. But moving on, your next question comes in the category of number 1, WrestleMania. And your question is not that I didn't copy it. Okay. Your question.
This is Joey, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Which wrestler made their WWF debut at WrestleMania 12 in a backstage segment after they had just left WCW?
I think that's Mark Merrow.
That is indeed Mark Merrow.
Wow,
Tie,
man.
tie game again as we move over to Jordan's second question. And Jordan, your second question, you chose number 3. And that corresponds to AEW. And your question is, Chris Statlander made her AEW return during which specially named tag team match on Dynamite?
Anarchy in the Arcade.
Can't give that to
close
you.
enough,
It
guys.
was,
Damn it.
Arcade Anarchy.
Oh,
I had too many
Yeah,
words.
Arcade Anarchy. But Jordan, you still have one more question. And that question is number 19. And that corresponds to the 2020s. Jordan, your final question. I'm supposed to say, which team won the Arcade Bronament at the end of 2021?
I don't know. I don't remember this segment. It's like recent things I don't remember. Arcade Bronament. Let's see. Make it logical guess. Let's just say the Street Profits.
The Street Profits is correct,
oh, good job.
bringing you up to 20. And it comes down to this one final question. And Joey, you've picked number 7, which is the 2000s.
Okay.
And your question is, which wrestler spent the least amount of time in the 2009 Royal Rumble?
2009. So I don't have a good guess, and I'd be really upset if this is the answer and I say something else. So I'll just say Santino Marella.
The correct answer is the record-breaking 1.9 second Santino Marella. So with a final score of 20-20, we have a tie. So Joey and yours, yes, 20-20. You both answered all 3 of your questions. So yes, we have a score of 20-20. Dude is super excited in the chat. So
Hope he's bet on
Joey,
it.
you know, you debut here. You made your debut the same way that Ryan McCormick did in week 1 with a tie where he tied with Sean Redmond.
Right.
But yes, what a match indeed. 20-20. Jordan, you did not lose, so your streak is still intact.
I was gonna say, I can still say that, right? Like, yeah,
Steve in the chat just said JPO still got your streak. That was Steve in the chat.
Yeah.
But we'll go to you first, Jordan. So with the tie, you will pick up 1 bonus point, giving you 21 in the week. Adding to your total, that should, I believe, keep you in the lead in the block currently. But Jordan, how are you feeling about this?
Whew! No, man, really good match. Joey, definitely, he belongs there. So that's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in the future. No, man, good match. Mad about that. I only wanted that Anarchy one, because I had the wording. I added to it. Added too many excess words. Even as I was saying, I was like, this sounds kind of clunky and wordy. But no, man, good stuff. You never know which ones you're gonna get, especially those solo ones. So. Good times, great memories, as Coach Cabana would say. CM Punk's best.
Yes, indeed. Hush of Night, welcome to the chat. Is that one of your friends, Joey? Because they were just cheering you on.
Possibly. I had a couple that I
or an enemy of mine.
That's true. It could be one of Jordan's enemies. But
hate me.
Hush of Night, welcome to the chat. Welcome in. He said, "Great job, guys." Dude is saying, "What a debut by Joey, and what a fucking match." But Joey, you'll pick up 21 points this week because you'll get 1 for the tie, adding to the total that you previously took over of 73, giving you 94. But Joey, how are you feeling after this debut in CWT? Probably one of the greatest debuts ever.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I was really nervous coming into this, but once the questions started, I was able to just focus. And a lot of questions that were in my I don't want to say expertise, but things that we're familiar with. And a lot of it is just seeing a lot of matchups. It comes down to the final 3 questions. So I had a strategy of numbers I was going to pick going into it, and I changed it last second, and I'm glad I did. I could have known the ones I was going to take before, but it fell perfectly, and I'm happy. A loss or a tie is not that bad, so I'm happy with the first matchup finishing in a tie.
Yes, indeed. And for the first time since we started doing predictions, a tie is the win today. Enjoy your loonies, dude, as well as Travis. Enjoy your loonies. But thank you to everyone for being here. Dude said it was the 2nd greatest debut of all time, the 3rd. I hope you better be talking about mine, where when asked to go back and forth with Brandon Rutledge and name all the European champions, I said, "Do you want them in order?" As I was flexing. But yes, indeed. Thank you guys both for being here. I enjoyed the hell out of this match. Joey, we will see you next week again, or in 2 weeks' time. We take a week off between 6 and 7. It was every 3 weeks, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. Stay tuned to the chat. But when we come back, Joey, you'll be taking on Alex Worden, and JPO, you'll be taking on Hunter Chambliss. Hunter Chambliss. But guys, thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who watched all the matches tonight, participated in the matches tonight, bet on the matches tonight, put in your channel points, put in all that other fun stuff. Thank you to everyone. I don't know if we'll have a match tomorrow. There's still some things going on. I had work stuff to deal with, but we'll figure that out. Pay attention to Twitter. I'll get your alerts for your follow the Twitch page, all that fun stuff. But stay tuned for your standings updates, and thank you all for being here. Have a great night, guys.